Alright, we're going to look at solving some equations that are going to involve the radicals we worked on in the intro video. I actually think you guys are going to like this. So when you have an equation with an exponent, you want to isolate that variable. So you can see we have x squared. There's nothing on the outside of the x squared, so we are ready to undo the x squared. Well, what's the opposite of squaring something? Square rooting something. So we take the square root of both sides, so x is equal to, and then the square root of 25 is 5. But here's where it gets a little bit tricky. You know, if you were to plug that back in, 5 squared equals 25. Well, negative 5 squared also equals a positive 25. So these equations, or this equation in particular, is going to have two answers, a 5 and a negative 5. So because it's an x squared with that 2, we're going to have two answers. So we can shorten that up and say x is equal to a positive and a negative 5, plus or minus 5. It's a little abbreviation for you. So in these problems, your goal is to get the squared variable by itself. If you have anything outside of that, you have to get it to the other side. So you can see in this next one we are multiplying by a 5. So we're going to divide both sides by 5. Here, I'll zoom in on this one for you. Your 5's cancel, leaving you with x squared equals 25 divided by 5 is 5. Now you have the x squared alone, so you're ready to square root both sides. So x equals, now because I'm square rooting while solving, I get two answers, so plus or minus. And then the square root of 5 has a decimal value, but we don't want that decimal value, so we're just going to say it's the square root of 5.